continuously coughing due to chappy throat and suddenly heard door outburst, revealing group of men wearing all black uniform. Seeing them all, he understood the assignment and made a fist while glaring at all who were now gathered in the room with smirk formed on their face. One of them stepped towards 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲's bed with chain wrapped up on his fist. He chuckled while looking at 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 lying on bed with hands tied up, thinking him helpless, and said sarcastically, "Man stepping towards him, look whom we got, guys." King of Mafia World laughed on hospital bed, tilted his head in victory at two with hands tied. They all started laughing while 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 controlled his cough internally and stayed calm. Man stepped towards bed, head rubbing his wrist. "How lucky you are to meet death this easily today. All thanks to our boss who dropped the idea to torture you till you beg for death." 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 rolled his eyes, smirked while glaring right into his eyes. "Do you really think these little tricks can hold me back?" Listening to him, the man got chilled but still stayed cool and said while tightening the grip on his wrist chain, "Man, watch out guys, laughing injured dog barks more." And it was enough for 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 to lose his already lost temper. Without giving him an idea of his next move, he kicked the man in his stomach, which gave him few seconds to jerk his wrist and break the tourniquet to get his hand released. But his move made the men gather around him and waiting for order to take action against him. The man nodded his head while holding his stomach, leaving groan from his mouth. While 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 was trying to untie his another injured hand, men noticed the gesture and tried to attack all in one, but couldn't succeed in front of skilled Mafia kings who defied their each hit. In a way, he remained untouched and finally got up from bed after getting his both hands released. Man angry, "What are you waiting for? Get him dead." Seeing almost 20 men standing around him, already with chains and spikes under their boots, 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 took it lightly and smiled while looking at their face after jerking out all the strings which were attached to his body along with IV needle. And in no time, the clean hospital room was a whole mess. As 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 was shirtless, his wounds were visible to all those curious men, so their strong point of victory was to hit him right on stomach. Fighting with using almost every stuff present in the room, 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 was done with half of the men, but half of them still standing, focusing on his stomach and tightened the chain under their fist. But now 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 was forcing his body to move. His every organ was denying to support him at this moment, but still he managed to stand still against the rivals. His fastened heart rate, deep breaths, sweat over body, messy hairs with red killing but tired eyes were denoting his strength and power. He tilted his head before long stepping towards them and giving two of them a strong kick on their plus point before they could take the first move. They were on the floor with groans leaving their mouth. When 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 was engaged in fighting, 𝐬𝐻 was peeping through the opened edge of door from washroom. He saw him furious, defying himself and leaving a strong hit on opposition party. He was a whole mess now, holding his stomach with one hand while kicking the man on floor mercilessly and handling others with another hand. With that, she saw a man stood behind him, picked up oxygen cylinder and coming towards 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 to hit him behind his back head. Unable to control her steps, she unknowingly came out and shouted, "𝐬𝐻 frowned 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲. Her voice caught his attention. He raised his head up and looked through his bangs with soul-piercing gaze to see 𝐬𝐻 was standing right in front of him with worried expression while her presence caught everyone's attention. But before he could think of anything, he felt a strong hit on his head gave him sudden blackouts. 𝐬𝐻 stepped towards him while calling his name but got caught in between strong grips, struggling to get herself released. 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲 groaned before turning back while blood started dripping down his spine. His eyesight was going blurry with every passing second, and taking this opportunity that man attacked on his stomach making him wince in pain and sit on his knees. 𝐬𝐻 worried 𝐬𝐥𝐥𝐲, trying to free herself. Leave me, you bastard. Man laughed, looking at 𝐬𝐥𝐥 now we're at right position. Threw the oxygen cylinder away. 𝐬𝐥𝐥 looked at his stomach bleeding again. He felt severe headache again while feeling warm blood flowing down his spine. He could hear 𝐬𝐤 shouting mixed with laughing sounds. He kept his eyes open, not wanting to fall unconscious. He tried getting up on his knees but received a punch wrapped with chain right on his cheekbone, and this was the time he fell on the floor with loose body. 𝐬𝐤 scared, somebody help. Couldn't hold tears, please anyone's here. Man slapped her making her lower lip bleed. Everything went blurry for 𝐬𝐥𝐥. All he could see is unfocused figures through his bangs. He heard 𝐬𝐤's groans and tried to move towards voice but his movement stopped by men. They made him lay down straight, placed his hands straight on his sides and stepped on his palms to make sure he don't move, which made 𝐬𝐥𝐥 groan again when the spikes attached under the boot pierced his palm. When two were standing on his palm, third one tightened his laces. He smirked and gave the first kick on his stomach while sharp spikes were directly growing his already wounded skin, making it more worse. 𝐬𝐥𝐥 tightened his muscles due to intense pain, found himself bounded to move, tightly closed eyes. 𝐬𝐤 trying to get out of their grip. Please leave him. I beg you, please. Said in cracked voice, but men just laughed on her situation and seeing 𝐬𝐥𝐥 suffering with continuous kicks, they already breathed in victory and happy smiles formed on their face to see his blood flowing on the floor. But moments don't take a second to change. Nobody knew what's coming next. The continuous laughter after hit on 𝐬𝐥𝐥's body went silent after sudden gun firing. Gunshot coming out of room left the men lifeless on floor within seconds. 𝐬𝐤's body was free now. Without wasting any seconds or thinking about any other thing, she approached 𝐬𝐥𝐥, who was almost unconscious now. She held his stomach to stop blood, called his name couple of times in cracked tone, and this was the last voice 𝐬𝐥𝐥 heard before closing his eyes. 𝐬𝐤 crying, looking over all his body, confused what to do. 𝐬𝐥𝐥, please open your eyes. Moved his bangs aside, wiping blood on his lips and cheeks, taking him. 𝐬𝐥𝐥. Hey. Her whole attention was on 𝐬𝐥𝐥. She didn't know what's going on around her. She didn't look anywhere until she felt someone sat beside her with same worried expression. His voice ordering in loud voice, come on, lay him on the bed quickly, call doctors. And with that, few men left the room to call doctors in hurry and few of them came forward, lifted 𝐬𝐥𝐥 in their arms and shifted him on the bed, while the man who was sitting beside 𝐬𝐤 made her stand up and asked in gentle tone. 𝐬𝐥𝐥's dad, Mr. Jun, cupped 𝐬𝐤's face. What was all that? What's going on here? 𝐬𝐤? And who are these talking about dead bodies on floor? Who sent them? But 𝐬𝐤 couldn't utter a single word. He kept crying until his dad made her sit on couch and offered her water to drink. Mr. Jun, calm down, stop crying. As 𝐬𝐤 sniffed while crying, a group of doctors entered the room with Mr. Jun's men pointing guns on their each head. Jimin under the gunpoint, shocked to see the scenario. 𝐬𝐤. But before 𝐬𝐤 could reply, Mr. Jun turned around and stood up. He moved forward and ordered. Mr. Jun, what the hell you all are up to? Put the guns down. They followed the orders. Doc, I think he's showing way to 𝐬𝐥𝐥. His situation is really critical. Look forward to it right now, please. Jimin looked from a distance and without wasting any time, ordered his fellows to arrange all the needed stuff and get ready operation room. With that, they shifted 𝐬𝐥𝐥's body on stretcher, and in no time left the room hurriedly, while 𝐬𝐤 was just witnessing all of that while crying. Mr. Jun's gaze followed the doctors out of room till they got in the operating room. Later that he ordered his men to clean the mess and straight went to 𝐬𝐤. Mr. Jun gently squeezed her shoulder for assurance of her safety. 𝐬𝐤. 𝐬𝐤 stood up, hugged him, crying hard on his shoulder. Dad, sobbing, it's all my fault, Dad, it's all my mistake.